Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. It's been a kind of a long, quiet winter. I haven't really had many projects to work on, but I'm back at it again. I picked up this cool Husqvarna 3200 PSI pressure washer last fall. Um, some guy had it on he must have been moving or something, and he was getting rid of a lot of stuff, and he put it on his curb for free. So I picked it up, and as you can see, it's in great shape. Came with the hose, but didn't. The hose is a little janky. Looks like it melted there, so we'll probably have to get a new hose, but it does work. But it didn't have the wand. So I had a wand from my old one that I took and put on that one, and I just sold my old one because it worked, but it was kind of not great. So anyway, I took this and I cleaned out the carburetor because it wouldn't start, and it runs beautifully now. But then I walked away from it for about 10 minutes, came back, and I didn't turn off the gas right here. And I came back and tried to start it again, and it was hydrolocked. So then I looked down at the carb, and the carb was dripping. So it was backing up into the cylinder. Um, so now I've got to get that fixed. So we're going to try and do that right now. Let's put this down here. My plan is just to take the bowl off. I've got to put a new seal on the bowl anyway. Take the bowl off, and then turn the thing on and turn the gas on and keep the float pushed up to see if it's still leaking or gas is coming out. And yeah, we'll go from there. So I'm going to try and place this down here like so. Probably not going to be great shots because I'm a one-man show here, but I'll start with taking off the carburetor, or the carburetor bowl. It's the wrong way. This way is better. That'll work. No, that is the wrong way. There we go. All right. Now this is going to have gas in it. It's just going to come out all over the place. Oh no, not much. Okay, so the float seems to be moving freely. Let's turn the gas on and see what happens. It seems to be working. The only thing I can figure is that there's a hole in the float, but I don't know. See, there's the old gasket. I just broke it. But I picked up a whole set on Amazon. Ta-da! And hopefully they fit. The other one that was on it was kind of big. Oh yeah, they look like the right size. Excellent. So I'm not really sure why the gas was backing up. I can take the float off and have a look. See if I hear any water in it. Doesn't seem to be any. I don't hear any. And this needle seems good. It's a little rubber tip on the end of the needle. I am not sure what went on there. That's weird. It could have just been at the time it stuck for some reason. Let's try this again and see. Fit this back in here. There we go. There is a spring. I wonder if when I put the bowl on, see how there's this little notch out kind of inside the bowl where this drain screw is? Maybe I put that in the wrong spot and it was hindering the float was catching up on something. I don't know. Put the new seal on. Hopefully I can get it on there. Oh yeah, it's going to be tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Oh yeah, that's not going to be easy to do. I wonder if I can flip this on its side without causing too much difficulty. Gas is off. Shit. Hope the gas doesn't start running out of it. Get a screwdriver. To help put that up in place. Inside the groove. That's not going in the groove. Oh no, is this too small? Doesn't look too small. Am I gonna have to take the whole carb off just to get this stupid thing on? Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to take the carb off to get a better kind of angle on it so I can try to get that seal on. Okay. Pull these out. No, maybe not. What's that attached to? Oh, there we go. That off. Now the carb itself has a gas shutoff, but I need to pinch the gas line up a little farther so when I disconnect this gas line it's not going to flow everywhere. Gas line's not very big. It's not long, so it's hard to get these clamps up in the right spot. Let's see if that works. I hope so. There we go. Now, pull off the gas line, hopefully. Take off the linkages here. 1 and 2. There we go. The gas line should just pop off now. There we go. Okay, all that just to put a seal on it. This is crazy. So let's get turned around here. You can watch me fumble with this as I try to put the seal back on. See, this seal has to go around there in that groove. But as you can see, it's a little smaller. So this is going to be tough to get it to stay there. Shoot. All right, guys. What I ended up doing was just stretching the rubber seal out, and it kept its shape long enough for me to get it in there. So, yeah, I never thought of that. But anyway, it's in there now, so that's good. Tighten that down good. It's good enough. That is supposed to go right there. There we go. See, that's the choke. This is the choke lever. Choke on, choke off. And this is the gas. So now we'll try to put this thing back on. And we'll see if it leaks the way it did last time. Hopefully not. That on. Squish the gas line in there. Okay, that's started anyway. That's good. Get this linkage on. And flies. Get that one on. Push it in. Push that gas line on further. There we go. That's good. Now I can take off my hose clamp and clamp this line back on. There we are. That's good. Now we can throw the rest of it back together. Guess we need that. That on. Go. There we go. That's good. There's a couple of bolts in here. And we'll tighten them up. And we should be almost good to go. There we go. Now we'll put the filter back on. There we go. She's all buttoned up again. So the big test is going to be to turn the gas on and wait and see if the carb leaks. Should only take a few seconds for it to fill up. I don't see any reason why it would leak, but it did before. I don't see any indication. I'll give it a little. Oh, I still got it on. Probably not great. It's still spinning freely, so it's not hydrolocked yet. All right, it's been about 10 minutes. Gas has been open the whole time. I don't feel anything or see anything dripping, which is awesome. All feels dry. We'll give the recoil a pull here. Make sure it's off. Still good. So yeah, I'm not really sure why it was doing that before. It did it once. It could have been that the needle didn't sit up inside quite right because maybe a little piece of something got in there, or it could have been that the float was hanging on something. I'm not really sure, but it seems to be working the way it's supposed to. Either way, you should always turn your gas off anyway if you're going to store it. So yeah, that's a win. Thanks for joining me on this fun little adventure. And remember to hit like and subscribe if you like this type of video, and I'll be trying to make some more content this spring. So yeah, see you in the next one.